All right, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to graph inequalities. If you don't know what an inequality is, it just has these greater than or less than signs, the greater than or equal to, less than or equal to signs. Okay, so I'm going to give us a real basic inequality real quick. I'm going to say x is greater than 5. Okay, x is greater than 5. And we know it's greater than because if you probably had a teacher show you this, like Pac-Man or the alligator, it always eats the bigger number. So in this case, x is a bigger side. So what I would do, okay, I'm going to draw a graph real quick and you'll have your own. Okay, but I need 4, 5, and 6 on here. All right, this symbol is an open symbol. We call it open because it's completely open on the inside. So the greater than or less than is open. So above the 5, I'm going to draw an open circle. So I've marked 5, and since this is greater numbers are always to the right on a number line. So greater numbers, we're going to the right, okay? Now if I had, now I'm going to do a slightly harder one, okay? This is a one-step inequality. Let's say we have x is, let's say x plus 3 is greater than or equal to, well, I'm going to do less than or equal to 10. All right, so I'm going to solve this just like I solve a regular equation. I need to get this x by itself. We can look at this just like an equal sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this plus 3 by subtracting 3. If I subtract 3 from one side, I'm going to draw my line down the middle because that's how I do it. I'm going to subtract 3 from the other side. Okay, so bring down the x, plus 3 minus 3 cancels out. Bring down my inequality, and 7. Okay, so x is smaller than or equal to 7. So I'm going to graph 6, 7, and 8. And with the equal to sign, there's more to it. It is filled in. It's closed. So I'm going to close, put a circle and close it, fill it in. And x is smaller. Smaller numbers are always to the left on a number line. So I'm going to go left. All right. Here's my trick for remembering which one's open and which one's closed. There's less to this. Watch how fast this is. I kind of look at it this way, okay? Which one takes longer to do, okay? Doesn't take very long to draw that. Takes a little longer to draw that. That's pretty quick. That's really fast. This is longer. So there's more here. We have not just the greater than or less than symbol, we also have or equal to. We don't just have the circle, we've got it closed. Okay, that's a stupid little trick, but it helps me. All right, so let me give you one other rule. All right, if we ever run into a situation like this, okay, and this is I'm gonna do a two-step equation. This is now a two-step. All right, so I need to get rid of anything that's being added or subtracted first. Okay, so I've got a negative 2 is being multiplied and then a subtracting 4. So I need to get rid of addition or subtraction first. So I'm going to add 4 to get rid of minus 4. Add 4, add 4. Negative 2x, that should cancel out. Bring that symbol down, and 14. Now the opposite of multiplying by negative 2 is dividing by negative 2. So negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1, so we're left with 1x. And 14 divided by negative 2 is negative 7. Now here's the trick. When you multiply or divide by a negative, I have divided by a negative. My sign here is going to flip. So instead of facing the 14, it is now going to face the x. Okay, so now the x is actually the greater. Okay, before it didn't look that way. And again, that is when you multiply or divide by a negative, that sign is going to flip. So if I'm going to graph this one on my number line, okay, I need negative 7. I'm going to put the number that's smaller and greater next to it. Okay, so it's open at negative 7, and x is bigger. Bigger numbers are always to the right. So bigger number to the right, That's what works.